Last year was a hoot and a half for watching the evolution of Kirkua Jerome Ezekiel Cousins, going from the Coles Cash dad to Kirk Thuggins, Kirk O'Chains, etc. And I don't know, so we've been going through like the folders of memes as we're transferring things over to a new computer, but I don't know. There's a couple of these memes where I don't even remember what happened. Like, I assume this is from the London game because of the beans and toast, but I don't know. But either way, Kirk Cousins last year was sublime. No, I don't hold 4th and 8 against him, but he had a career year in a lot of ways, and the Vikings went 13-4, won some more, having a top 10 offense last season, and Kirkua Jerome Ezekiel Cousins, despite the offensive line play, was certainly a major reason behind it. And then Nick Shook over at Around the NFL, so he put Kirk on a list, make or break candidates, players at a crossroads entering the 2023 NFL season. And Ryan Tannehill, Russell Wilson were on there, Michael Thomas, etc. And Kirk Cousins actually clocked in at number 2. This is what Shook wrote. Cousins has carved out a remarkable career for himself. He entered the NFL as an afterthought, a 4th-round pick selected by Washington. Same year it took RG3. Now, here's what always gets me too. Is Washington and the Shanahans traded up heaven and earth to go to number 2 to take RG3. They had one other draft pick ahead of Kirk, and then they took Kirk in the 4th round. I don't know, man. 11 years later, Cousins is a 4-time Pro Bowler, around whom the Vikings have built a contender, but Cousins is entering the final year of his contract. Minnesota hasn't made any drastic moves to prepare for a future without him, preserving his chances of earning another deal that could put him in line to retire with the Vikings. He's maintained a consistent level of play, completing 65.9% of his passes for 45-47, and a 29-14 touchdown to interception ratio in 2022 for a team that won 13 games in the NFC North title. However, Minnesota's wildcard weekend exit from the playoffs was followed by the departure of several. First off, he's going to list, so you lost all these veterans. Thielen, would you have kept him at the money that he wanted? No. Za'Darius, wanted out. Kendricks, Dalvin, among others. Danielle Hunter could be next. No. Keep Danielle Hunter. Will it be Cousins' turn in 2024 if the Vikings decide they like what they have in 5th-round pick Jaren Hall? Perhaps the team will turn the page. If they don't wish to go a different direction under center, Cousins might get one more deal with the franchise that made waves by fully guaranteeing his first deal in Minnesota. And I think at this point it's more likely than not that Cousins does resign here for one more go with the Vikings. Where, I mean, I understand Jaren Hall, 5th-round pick, has a ways to go. Like, he doesn't look like he's any threat to supplant even Nick Mullins as quarterback 2, which would be the step for him being the guy in 2024. And it's not out of the realm of possibility that a 5th-round pick takes over. Look at Sam Howell in Washington, last year's 5th-round pick, taking over this year. But I don't know. I do think that Kirk can certainly build on the fantastic season that he had last year. Of course, continuity with Kevin O'Connell is key. And I think Kirk is getting to the point where earlier in his career, was it about the money? Yes. Every single nickel and dime that was on the table, it was getting vacuumed up. But you've noticed in recent years, Cousins' contract has dipped slightly in terms of where he ranks in terms of quarterback pay. Right now, he's the 13th highest paid quarterback in the league. But I think Kirk understands that legacy is now on the line, and instead of just getting a couple extra shekels, how about leaving some on the table to keep Jefferson, to keep Hawkinson, to keep Darisaw, to keep Danielle Hunter? I think that we're potentially entering that stage of his career. So it wouldn't shock me if Kirk builds upon his 2022 season and he does give the Vikings the best chance to win in 2023. I think Kevin O'Connell's offense is going to be sublime with Justin Jefferson and TJ and Addison and KJ and Kirk and hopefully a better offensive line. And I think Kirk is going to be in a spot where does he want to start over with a new team at 35, where he's going to be 36 next October? I don't know. Sorry, next August. I don't know. I don't think that he actually would for a couple dollars more. I think that he's comfortable with where he's at with the Vikings. I think that he does, barring a drastic fall in form, a la like Matt Ryan, I do think that he would give the Vikings the best chance to win in the short term. But the Vikings and Kwesi and Kevin O'Connell also have to balance looking long-term as well. So even if the Vikings do extend Cousins at any point through next offseason, I think that they certainly should and could still be looking for the quarterback of the future. Is it going to be Jaren Hall? Who knows? Should they trade up in the draft for a quarterback? Yes. Who knows? all that stuff, man. But, saying that Kirk is make or break this year, I think that's kind of fair because, again, everyone's knocking the Vikings because, like, all these veterans departed. The defense is better than last year, which was 31st in the league. The offense, even though they got rid of Thielen and Dalvin, you could easily say that the offense has improved. And this offense was top 10 in the league last year. I think they could make a push to be top 5, and Kirk will be a major reason why. But your thoughts are thoughts. Is it a make or break season for Kirk Cousins? It always is, man. It always is. Let us know your thoughts and our thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support the work? Put a little something in the Venmo. But till next time, Skol, production value.